What up? Hope all is well. Thank you again. No problem, Mr. Remains. Appreciate it, dude. What's up, Jersey? Mr. Snapper. Tasia, what's going on? Evox, what's going on? Yeah, it's been hard to get on lately, Tasia. Life has been insane. It's been just insane, dude. So just is what it is. We're definitely gonna have to. I don't know, man. Like right now, I'm so ready for it to not be so busy. But back in the day. But at the same time, it's like, I know that if it starts to die down, I'm gonna very quickly regret feeling that way. So, what I really need to do is just, no, Tasia, it's not been in a bad way. It's just been, it's been the opposite of a bad way. It's almost like it got so good that it swung around back to being bad, which I guess is still bad. I don't know what to say about that. It's been just crazy busy in all the best ways, and it's made it difficult to stay on top of things. So I've got to get better at managing my time and my demands and my expectations and such. So yeah, we'll make it happen. Yeah, I know. I'm a little frustrated. I promise myself every day. I've been trying to, at least. Been like, okay, I'm gonna get on, I'm gonna draw all day today. And then I can't because I've got orders to push out and I've got storage units to organize because I've grown so much that stuff is just overflowing in my office. And I've got back orders that need to be sorted, and I've got food to eat and a dog to walk, and like there's all of these other things that it just seems like just eat up so much time of my day, and like stupid stuff. So I have all these books that need to be signed for the Max Usagi covers that I did, and that cover is so slick, like it doesn't like my acrylic pens, and I don't want to just sign them with the black Sharpie. So I ordered some silver Sharpies. So I ordered a whole box, 12 silver Sharpies from Amazon. I get them in, and all 12 of them are dry as a bone. Okay, so that sucks. So now I've got to reorder 12 Sharpies, right? Do a return on these orders. Let's get these Sharpies out. You know, cool. Shouldn't be too difficult to get that done, right? I reorder them, and the next box comes in and they're all dry. And I even ordered a little 2-pack to like help. I was like, well, maybe the big boxes are like they've got too many of them where they're all old, and so the ones I'm getting are gonna be shit, but maybe I'll get some good ones out of the 2-pack box as a backup. So I ordered that, and all of those are bad. So 26 silver metallic Sharpies, and not a single one of them was worth a crap. And when I say dry, like, they kind of write, and if you write really slow, they might be okay, but when you're doing a signature, you know, that stuff has got, the ink has to flow, you know what I mean? So it'd be like you do a line and it starts out nice, and it ends up being, you know, at the top it's nice, and by that halfway through it's dry. I'll show you guys exactly what it looks like. See all those lines? Like, if somebody pays $80 for a book, they don't want their signatures. They don't want the ink to look like that. You know what I mean? The golds were fine for whatever reason, but like, that's what it would end up looking like, and worse. So, like, I'm losing my mind. So, correct. Sometimes it is just easier going to the store. So I had to return all those markers, and I went to Dick Blick and I picked up a bunch of markers there and tested them out. You know, they're in the shop to make sure that they were gonna work before I left. You know, so just stupid little things like that doesn't need to be a problem, but you know, it ends up being a problem. Just dumb things. You know, doesn't need to be a problem, but it is. It was, but I got it figured out. Like, I had to write a letter to, I wrote an email. Oh, and dude, the problems I'm having with CGC right now would blow your mind. You would think that they're a brand new company that is just learning how to deal with customers and how to, like, offer their services. They are infinitely behind, I think, is an understatement, brother. I think that they are, my guess is they've hired the wrong person somewhere, the wrong major person somewhere, because the only way you get stuff this jacked up is pure incompetence. Like, it's mind-blowing to me, the issues that I'm having to deal with them right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing anything for anybody for a while. There's a part of me that may not do it at all, because, like, I offer that service to you guys as a favor to you guys. It's not like even at $100 for all the work that I have to put in to submit and to get stuff organized and shipped and sent off and to do all of that stuff. It's like I'm not making any real money. I'm certainly not making enough that I'm like, it's worth all of this risk and hassle. Like, dude, the one customer had, so I think I may have talked about this a little bit, but we'll talk about it more for the people that did not hear the story. So I had this customer get a sketch cover. It was a special gift for his bride-to-be. And they were getting married, and he needed the book drawn, shipped to CGC, graded, and to him by October 25th, right? Cool, no problem. I get the book done, if I remember correctly, like early September. I ship it off. He's checking in every once in a while. Hey, you know, is that book gone? Is it on its way? Yes, yeah, they've got it. It's in their possession. Da 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 da. Looks like it should get there to you, no problem. Cool, man, cool. Thanks for checking on it and keeping an update on it. Great, awesome. And, you know, this is a gift, a wedding day gift to his bride-to-be. You know, like, rightfully so, he should be wanting to stay on top of it and to know what's going on. I have officially flown out to New York at this point. I go to New York. I see he messages, hey Todd, hey, how's that book coming? I said, it's looking great, man. It's showing that it will arrive to you by, I don't remember the exact date, but it was like the 22nd or something like that. Right? Cool. 22nd. He needs it by the 25th. No big deal. They call me. Oh, by the way, another one of the problems, and they call me, did you order a Battle Beast from me by any chance? And then that we sent off to CGC. Okay, and then it wasn't you, because I have another one that I'm having to hunt down the issues. So he's needing the book by the 25th. It's showing that it's going to get there on the 22nd, and he says, hey, can I get a tracking number for it? Sure, of course, no problem. So I go to the CGC website, which is a whole other thing because they give next to no information to their submitters. But I get the tracking number and I'm looking it up, and I happen to notice that the book looks like it's being sent to Portland, Oregon. And I was like, I don't remember this guy living where I live. Why would it be going to Portland, Oregon? So I have to do a little more research and figure out that, and I have to make a phone call because they don't give you this information directly. But I have to make a phone call. Hey, I'm looking at this order. It's saying that it's coming to Portland. Can you tell me why it's coming to Portland? Or, you know, who it's coming to that it would come to Portland. And they quote me my old apartment address. Not my current apartment address, my old apartment address. Now, mind you, this book is supposed to be going to Pennsylvania, and it is supposed to be there in a couple days. So I'm like, what? What? Why is it going to Pennsylvania? Why is it going to my Like, I could understand it defaulting possibly to my current address, because that's what's on my account. I don't even know how they got my old address into the mix. I've lived in this current apartment for over a year now. Like, why would it? So, anyway, I have to continue doing some research and some finagling, and I luckily there's a local guy here. Yeah, Mr. Remains. We're gonna have to stay on top of it, brother. Um, we've got some of you know Pumpy the cat. Okay, Pumpy the cat lives here in Portland. He's a buddy of mine now. I call him while I'm in New York, and I'm like, dude, I need some help, bro. Like, I will buy you all the old fashions you want. I will, I'll hook you up with some remarks. I'll give you, like, I need help, bro. And I told him the story. This guy's got this for his bride to be. He's needing his book, by the 25th. We can't wait for it. And then I tell him, I was like, I contacted my old apartment complex. Luckily, I have a good relationship with them. And I'm like, hey, this book is supposed to be coming in today or tomorrow. Can you keep your eyes peeled for it? Please sign for it. Please take it. And I tell them the story. So I'm having to do all of this explaining. By the way, I'm trying to make money in New York City. I'm not trying to be managing shipments and calling all over creation and trying to find somebody to help me with this book or whatever, right? But alas, that's my situation. So, of course, Pumpy's a great dude. He's like, yes, I can do that. I'll be there later today, or I'll check with them as soon as blah blah blah. So, he manages to get the book. He takes the book straight over to FedEx, gets the book shipped out. All is well, thank God. Thank God, right? And at this point, I'm like, I mean, maybe it was my fault. Maybe I rushed this customer's order, and I, for whatever reason, used an old form or something, and maybe it's, maybe I did put in whatever. Maybe I put in the wrong address. Maybe I put in my address. Just who knows? I'm gonna try and give CGC the benefit of the doubt at this point, right? When Pumpy gets the book, I was like, hey man, can you do me a favor before you ship that out? Can you open it up for me and tell me if, what the form says, like what the address on the form says? And he was like, sure. So he opens up the form, and of course, the form says the right address. So I'm just like, why? How and why and what? Whatever. Neither here nor there. He gets the book shipped out to the customer. Blah, blah, blah. So now I'm sitting here going, okay, so if they screwed up one order like this, did they screw up any other orders? Are any of my other orders, have they either gone to, have they gone to my old address? Like, well, there's no reason for the first ones to go, and they ended up there. So like, what? So I have to call, and I talked to a very nice lady, and I let her know. I was like, listen, I need you to understand, I'm not mad at you personally. This is not your fault, but we need to figure out like what's going on here. 5 books. 5 books. They have scheduled and marked to go to my old apartment address. For no reason. And she's like, they're trying to figure out what to do, bro. And so she slowly starts to sort out like where they are. The first one went to Santa's workshop, exactly, dude. She's trying to figure out which books are going and which ones are coming, and what's happening. And she's like, well, where do you want these books to go? I was like, I want them to go to where the form has them labeled. Like, I want them to go where they're addressed. Why is this a question, dude? What are you talking about? What? Why it? And on top of that, they've been charging my old account. So the form is pretty simple. It's got who do you want it shipped to, what kind of book is it that you're getting graded, what kind of grading service do you want, how many books are there, each book is listed. Okay, Venom Separation Anxiety #1, Todd beats Sketch and Art, blah, 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 worth this much money. And then you go down the list, maybe there's 3 or 2 or 7 of them or however many, the total, cool. And then down here on the bottom right is how do you want to pay for it? You give them a credit card number. And they were just charging a totally different card. And I'm like, if you're not charging the card right, and you don't know what address to use, like, what am I filling the forms out for at all? What am I doing, dude? What is happening? So she hunts one down, dude. And I shit you not, bro. They're like, we found some more. Here's this one. Dude, a $600 sketch cover. The Spidey Captain America. Todd McFarlane homage that I did. They have it. They're like, where do you want it sent? And by the way, I mean, it's just baffling. But at the time, we don't know which book it is. So I'm like, where do you want this order sent? I'm like, I don't know what the order is. All you guys give me is an order, like a processing number, but you don't give me any information beyond that. Can you send me a picture of what was in the book? And then let me look, and then I can decide from there, right? So they send the picture. It's the Captain America, the Cap Spidey piece that I did. And with it, they send a picture of the order form with the customer's address on there. And they're asking me where they want it sent. where I want it sent. What in the fuck are you talking about? Send it where it's addressed. Send it where it's addressed. What do you... Why is this even a question? What are we talking about, dude? So, anyway. And then they have another one, a Battle Beast I did, and it's for one of you guys. And I'm trying to remember who it was. And I feel like... And I can't remember exactly. But I know it was something I did, it was a unique, I did the Battle Beast title in yellow and red. And I'm 99% sure that's the only one I've done like that. But that particular drawing, like stylistically, I've done 30 times. I'm like, I don't know whose this is. Like, and that one they don't have the form for. I'm like, what in the hell, bro? What in the hell? So, it's been fun. It's been fun. Absolute nightmare, dude. Like, levels of disorganization and, like, as somebody who is struggling to keep up with the demand of all the stuff that's happening right now, there's a part of me that gets it, right? A part of me that is sympathetic and wants to be patient and, you know, all of that. But their responses to the stuff is just... Duff, thanks, dude. Yeah, shipping is the worst. I had a high-priced batch of books sent to an address moved from 6 years ago. What? Wow. Wow, dude. Like, bro. Mr. Remains, if you wanna switch the plan up, bro, and either hold off or if you wanna use that dollar credit for something else, we can absolutely do that, bro. It was left on the porch. Oh, you had a friend knock on the door and explain? Well, here's what I'll say, bro, is I don't have a ton of them that are out. And I think we're getting them caught at this point. But if you wanna, if you like, whatever you guys want to do, I fully understand and support and do not blame you even a little bit. Like, it's nutty, bro. Go check personally. Oh yeah. So you don't have books with me that are on their way, or you do? Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, bro. I mean, that is managerial incompetence of the highest order. That's not something that happens just because there's one or two bad employees. You know what I mean? Like that is top down incompetence. Well, and it's not even they have no safeguards, bro. It's little stuff like I was saying with their they don't keep track of like when I send an order in, I'll show you guys exactly what it looks like here. Because I was having to deal with this customer who we're trying to find. So this is the kind of stuff you get. So this was the book that we were trying to find, and I had to. The only reason I knew this was his was because I clicked through all of these and clicked the shipped to find out through FedEx. Because when you click this, that's all you get. Not to who, not what, like they tell you what book it is, but there's no image of what the book is. They don't give you any kind of other information. Like it's just a total, it's just operational. Here, I'll show you. Yep. Hold on. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, that's good. But it still doesn't tell me where it's being shipped to. It doesn't have a copy of the form. So like, I mean, that is better. That's a little bit better. Copy on my submissions where? Submission tracking. And this is the other thing that drives me crazy, Bang Bang. I've called and asked about this 50 times, and none of them know. None of them knew to do that. Not that that would even help in this particular scenario. Yeah, these are my submissions. My submissions. View status. We got view my packing slips. No. Person on the top right, my submissions. View status. Takes me right back here. I open that. I mean, luckily that's there. What's up, brother? Anyway. And like, cool. It's weird that somebody that doesn't work at CGC knew to tell me that. You know, it's like, why the hell is some random person on Whatnot telling me how to operate your website? I brought that issue up. No joke, dude. Scroll down and so when I do my CGC and my submissions, I have a few pieces with Todd, not sure he knows this handle. Yeah, I figured it was you, Marcelo. Dispensa. We were talking about that top secret possible project, right, brother? Dealer home, click online submission. Yeah. Dealer home. I mean, I don't have any online submissions though. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. And like, it makes me feel a little bit better that you just showed me that, but it's super frustrating that like, seriously, bro. I can't tell you how many people I've spoken to and tried to get and brought up. Like, why can't I see what book is being graded? Talking to AI. Yeah, well, it's the best AI I've ever talked to because they sound pretty dumb. Anyway, so it's been fun, man. It's been fun. Exactly the kind of stuff that you want to be dealing with when you're already super busy. Thanks, Bang Bang. You got this. You're like, oh, this guy's a lunatic. Unfollow. Here, I'll show you this one that cracks me up. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. You guys got to see this. Shipping managers followed up with a couple pictures to see if you can verify the address. Please see them attached below. Because they had called wanting to know where I wanted it sent. Oh, God. Of course it's going to be crappy. Oh, this is a different one. Son of a bitch. Where do you want that shipped? Whatever. Yeah, I'm about to, yep, bro. Like, I'm not making enough money to deal with this crap, bro. 100% over it. Well, I mean, I'm over it, dude. Like, these last orders that I have that I've committed to, I'll probably go ahead and finish those up. But after that, I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna have to handle that stuff on your own. Good luck. I'm too busy for that kind of garbage. Thanks for your help, dude. You've literally been more helpful than like 15 people over at CGC. And I'm sure that you probably only know because you went through similar levels of hell trying to get answers and stuff, right? Thanks, bro. Like, I do not wish this on any man. I appreciate it, dude. I can't believe I never tapped that. It does make me feel kind of stupid, so I appreciate you pointing that out. And now I have to block you. I can't have people in here making me look like an idiot. Holy crisis, dude. So anyway, how's everybody else doing? I promise we're not gonna overdo this particular style of Venom today. This is the first one, and hopefully the last one that's gonna be just like this. And the big time BSing that Venom looks awesome. Thanks, dude. See, I'm more than just a guy that bitches and complains about CGC. Yes, yes. I'm too important for customer service jobs. It was a cool way to make a couple extra bucks when I wasn't as busy, but at this point it's like, nah, dude, don't need it, over it. It sucks that I have to stop offering that to people, but it's just not worth it, dude. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I've been playing around with this closed mouth, big jaw, you know, because everybody draws Venom with his teeth, you know, with his mouth wide open, which is cool. But it's like, what does his mouth look like when it's closed? He's got to close his mouth sometimes, right? So playing around with that a little bit, and then just in general, trying to make him look a little more, you know, I always love the Humberto Ramos take on Venom, and the who's the other guy? Miguel Herrera. I always thought those guys did some of the craziest versions of Venom. But at the same time, I still want to do my own spin. Yeah, Violator-esque. I mean, let's be honest, Venom was Violator before Violator was around. The jawline always makes me think of the old Sam Keith Venom covers. Yeah, Sam Keith is also a big influence. Crazy Proportions is always super fun to me. Especially on these characters that you're like that's half the fun, right? I don't remember who this is going to, but it's one of my better versions of this. So we'll clean this up, add some values real quick. And I might open up a spot, like one spot for a headshot sketch cover for somebody tonight. If anybody's interested, we'll run an auction. Winner picks the character of their choice. As long as I have the blank for it, which I have a ton of blanks. That's probably going to be the only one for the night that I'm going to do that is outside of the realm. Oh, you guys got pre-bids in already, huh? I guess I don't need to be talking about that too much. Bang bang. So the short answer is yes. Historically, I mean, I offer whatever the customer wants. And I do like doing non-blank stuff. So I used to offer like 6x9s and 9x12s and stuff like that. But I've just gotten so busy lately that I have to keep my my choices super limited. Like my current commission list is backed up like 3 or 4 months right now. And I gotta start getting people's stuff. Yeah, it's again good problem to have, hard to complain. It's never hard to complain. Super easy to complain, actually. So, like when I'm doing these, I'm just offering the headshot covers because I know I can do them inside, 30 to 45 minutes with some pretty good quality. Somebody, you guys are getting something that you like, and it's not muddying up my commission list, or I'm not doing a 2 or 3 hour piece for somebody that jumped ahead in line. You know what I mean? Compared to somebody who has been waiting since June. Are you a retailer, brother? Bang Bang? I assume, based on your name and the stuff you're talking about. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's gotta be it, right, brother? Like we thought it might be the fault of the retailer you bought from, but maybe it was not. Dealer, side hustle, CGC witness. Okay, right on. Well, if you do want to talk about commissions ever, just hit me up and we'll discuss it. That they are. I was. Yeah, I was. I was right behind Greg Capullo, and I sat next to Donnie Cates, and down the way was Dan Panosian and Ryan Otley, and some of those other guys were there with CGC. Semi sorta kinda. I've really just been a independent guy, but I had a pretty badass cover I did of Battle Beast, 2 of them. I did Battle Beast 1 and Battle Beast 3, and that had got me in a presidential sweep at San Diego, where I was doing the signings and Ryan Otley was up there doing signings, and I had just found out from New York that I didn't get in, and so I just kind of like asked. Mike was there, who's one of the guys with with CSA. As I came in, like, I just found out from New York that I didn't get in. Is there any way I could possibly get like a feature or something like that at one of your booths for a few hours in New York? And he was like, oh, we don't really do features. And he was like, but let me see what I can do. And so he messaged me a bit after that and offered me a spot. Now, granted, they made their money on me, and I knew they were going to make their money on me. But it was worth it because I knew that the Gary V meeting was possible, or should I say very likely, and that a couple other things I felt like were had a strong possibility of happening. So it was worth it. I made $0 after all my expenses, but it'll all pay out in the long run. I mean, I basically covered my expenses. And then all the future stuff that will generate from it will. And I spent a lot too, dude. I flew my wife out. I flew my kid and his partner out, and my wife's mother out, and I mean, we had a good time. Made sure that everybody got to do a bunch of cool stuff, and like, even if I hadn't done that, I probably wouldn't have made a whole bunch, but it was a memorable week for them. They all had a great time. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. Had to let everybody have a good time, and you know, make it count. And like I said, the Gary thing will pay off. I'm doing a cover. That's official. I'll actually be working on that this coming week, over these next few days. So yeah, and we'll see what happens with that. That might be a gigantic thing that does a ton, or it might end up just being like, just another thing in the bucket that I've done. Yeah, you know, you can't blame the guy, right? Like, and seems like a super genuine guy. The little interactions we've had and the team he has seems to be great. So I'm hoping that all of that stays true. Well, the Cardelli, I think that he's trying, like, stylistically, I think his stuff, he's wanting it to stay somewhat family friendly in its overall appearance, which I think is why he's hiring guys like me and Jay Lee and some others, yeah, for the cover work. So we'll see what happens. But people seem to be digging it, so, you know, whatever. All right, that one's done. Yeah, Jay Lee is definitely one of the cover artists. I think I spent way too much time on that. Yeah, dude, it'll you know, I mean, we'll see. It'll be a big deal or it won't. You know, and regardless, it doesn't really change anything for me on my end. Like I've told people a bazillion times, like, here, let's run this. Yeah, exactly. Enjoy the ride. All right, let's run this auction. I'm gonna do a minute and a half. Oh, they call me is always coming in hot. Okay, let's see. Mimosa done. Yeah, he's exposing like a whole new audience to it, which I've got no problem with, that's for sure. Like, what time, dude? I have a short box and a half of blanks. Like, there's so many. I don't know. Oh, I mean, all his V-Friend characters. The one I'm doing is Rare Robot. But there's a Motivated Monster and I don't know, Polly Pocket or some stuff. He's done. There's like 7 or 8 that are done already. I just know the Motivated Monster and the Rare Robot are here for me. All right, they call me. What do you want, bud? And if you need like suggestions or ideas on things, Sketch, what's up? Sketchist. I wonder if he probably is not even in here. Did you disappear? They call me? What are you thinking? might just end up having to hit me up later. It's in a DM, but I'm guessing you commission list is on hold. Bang Bang for like, I mean, just hit me up, dude. Like, I'm not gonna say no, but at the same time, it just depends on what you're asking for. Yeah, remarks are not a good ask. Yeah, dude, it's so when Battle Beast 1 came out, my cover for Battle Beast 1, it was a huge hit and it was awesome and I was super grateful and excited and whatever, and I was just starting to do remarks and I was taking them very seriously and trying to do a really good job on them, and I really liked them for a minute. But then I ended up doing like 160 of them in like 6 weeks, and just ruined the experience for me, man. It was nice. It was nice, but it was too much. I was only doing remarks, and as cool as that is, because it was good money. Like, I made decent money doing it, but I was feeling like artistically starved. Because, like, as cool as they are, like, there's not like a challenge to it, you know what I mean? Like, it ends up just being a lot of the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over again, and then it just gets old quick. So I had to pump the brakes. I'm sure I will get into them again at some point. Like I finished up a few, and I do have some more that I have to do. Some commitments I still have to fulfill. But luckily they're few and far between. no remark requests and no CGC requests, guys. Now you're getting it. You're gonna fit in just fine. Spencer, thanks, man. We'll see you, brother. Thanks for listening to me bitch and moan all night. You know the craziest comment I got today? And I'm really starting to pinch myself lately about this kind of interaction that's happening. But Will's Portaccio messaged or commented on one of my videos and asked me to post a video about how I choose poses. Asks you do it, right? Summertime, if I missed you, if you're already gone, I'm sorry, but hello. Peeps aren't liking this one. What's up, bro, man? Oh, chilling, man. Having a grand old time. Second Venom of the night. Oh, you think? I'm all paranoid. It was pretty nutty. How's your day been, bro? Nice, dude. It's always a relief, right? What up, Graves? Yeah, absolutely, dude. It's always better when the people you're working with are more competent or more fun or better at what they do, or everybody's kind of on the same wavelength, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely makes sense. CX, what's up, dude? Yes, sir, it has. Man, I might have to get off now. I'm starting to get super hungry. Both cool for different reasons. All right, y'all. I think that's it for the night. Pretty crazy. All right, I got to get some food. I guess they call me. I'll figure out what he wants later. So we'll just have to let that happen. All right, y'all. Be good. Thanks for the hangs. See you tomorrow.